It's December 11th, 2017.
Turn right on Dagwood Street.
On this job here, I changed a circulator and a water feeder on a boiler. And, you know, later on that night, I got a call from the guy that it was leaking through the ceiling. You know, nothing that I did, but above the ceiling, the sheetrock was wet and it was leaking through. So, I told him I could go by there, you know, to be a little bit more money on the weekend. But he said, "Oh, come by Monday morning. Shouldn't be a problem." So I'm going by there and see what's going on. He said the leak wasn't that bad. But it wasn't nothing I did. I changed the circulator and the water feeder. And when I was there, I didn't notice any leaks. He said it's leaking, you know, it's leaking from above. And the roof was where they're doing the roof, so I don't know if it has something to do with that. But I just called the guy, and he said he opened up the ceiling, and there was a hanger that was leaking from where the hanger was touching. Looked like it was all corroded and rusted out there. So I don't know. I'll have to go by over there, cut the pipe out, put a coupling in there, a couple couplings, and maybe put another hanger on there. But he said he pulled the ceiling down. And I was going to go over there Saturday morning, but he didn't want to pay the extra money, so. Oh, well, Mama. Oh, yeah, there she is. The star of the show, Baby the dog. You're looking kind of stylish there today with the new sweater on there. Huh? Looking kind of stylish. You're looking kind of stylish. Oh, yeah, I know you are. Yeah. Try to get you some shots when I get there. So basically, he said that the hanger probably wore out something from rubbing on that hanger. He said it was all corroded. Seemed kind of weird, but we'll see when we get there. All right, I did change that circulator and that feeder right there. The leaks out here. This might go up and then over that way. I don't know. We'll have to get up there and take a peek, see. She's a laker. She's a laker, Mama. She's a laker. I told him to put a rag on it and drip down off the rag, which he did. Look at that shit, man. I'll probably have to open up that ceiling more than that. Wow, what's way up there? Look at that. It's way up there, the copper. I gotta open up this ceiling. I mean, it's way up inside there. I don't know if you can see it, but I gotta open up this ceiling so I can get up here with the old gundy. I have to give it the old gundy. Open it up enough so I can get up in there, do my job. Next level, next level. That looks like that's a heating pipe. All right, whatever. We'll shut this off for now. We'll get the stuff. Alright, I gotta cut a section out like this. I always use this, oh, there's a stud right here. I gotta have enough room so I can get in here. Yeah, I can get up in here now. Yeah, I bet there's a nail that went through it. Looks like there might have been a nail that went through it. Got the heat. That's the heat. Hook me up there, bitch. See the nails that are sticking down? I bet you that punctured the... I'm gonna need to cut that out, but that's the heat. It's not coming from the hanger, it's coming from... See them nails? I bet you there's a nail hole in it. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll shut this off and we'll drain this down. And get it off here. We'll drain it. We'll put the hoses on, drain the system out, and fix the leak. Alright, so I got it off there and I got it hooked up to the purge station right here. This is the one that goes up. That runs over there. That's an issue. Open this up and we're gonna need to get up there and cut that pipe out, replace that piece. I'm gonna need a taller ladder than that. I'll get my 6-footer out of the truck. But I had to open up the hole bigger to be able to get my fat ass up there. Oh yeah, next level. Next level. She's a liker. She's a liker, mama, she's a liker. I bet it's a nail sticking down through the floor. There's a nail sticking down through the stud and the pipe's been rubbing on it. That's what happened. Alright, first thing I'll do is open up both zone valves. I hope it drain. Hear it? Just released. I'm going to need these open anyway to purge the zones after. So I hope it drain. Can hear it draining. It was holding a vacuum before. I just hooked up to the purge stations because that's where I'm going to have to purge from anyway. We'll give it a little bit and I'll get up there and cut that out. Alright, so all weekend it didn't even fill up that tub, so it wasn't so bad. I told him Saturday if he could put a rag over it, it'll drip right down off the rag. That wasn't my fault. I would have came Saturday. He said, no, I'll come Monday, so. I'll have to make a couple of cuts, but I'm pretty sure that's got a nail in it. I bet you almost guaranteed. I'm gonna make a couple of cuts there, get that piece out of there. He's a liker. He's a liker. This isn't the greatest cutter in the world, but it'll work. I bet there's a nail there. I almost guarantee there's a nail there. How much you want to bet there's a nail there? I guarantee it. Guarantee it. I'm cutting the piece right out. This way I can leave it for the guy for his insurance company. This is going to be an insurance job, not under my part, but under his. I mean, they'll pay. They won't pay for the repair, but they'll pay for the damage it does. There's a nail there. Guaranteed there's a flipping nail it's rubbing on. Or a screw or whatever. Looks like it's been leaking for a while there, huh? Maybe when I changed the circulator I made it worse or something, I don't know. Yep, that's what I thought. The flipping screw right there. See the nail sticking down? I gotta cut that out. That nail right there. There's a nail. See the nail? That's what it wore out. There's a nail hole right there. Can you see it? Well, what I'm going to probably do is I'm going to take my hammer and a screwdriver and bang that nail. Kind of hit it on an angle, get it out of the way. I did have to open up the ceiling some more so I could get in here, but it is what it is. That's what it was, that flipping nail, man. That nail did it. You gotta kind of put it on an angle or push up to the floor, so I'll be fine now. Alright, I got that out of there. Give it the old Gundy. Give it the old Gundy. I'm gonna need a slip coupling. Well, maybe not. I don't need a slip coupling. I don't think I need a drain coupling here because I don't think I need a drain coupling here because it's dropping right down on the other side. So I just gotta get a piece here and a couple of couplings and solder it up. Give it the old Gundy, Mama. Give it the old Gundy. Give it the old Gundy. There's water in there. I'll put a bleeder coupling because there might be water in there that steams out. It's always better to put a bleeder coupling there. Save your aggravations later. That's what I do. I got a piece cut from the truck already, so I should have play on this. I should be able to move that back enough to get it in there. Alright, I've already sanded all my fittings and stuff, so I got a bleeder coupling here. Got a little bleeder coupling. We'll use that in case there's any steam. In case there's any steam on this end. Better to be safe than sorry. I always say that. It's better to be safe than sorry. I should be able to push the other one. If not, I could use a slip coupling on the other end, but I think I can push it enough. I think I can. You ever hear the train say that? I think I can. That's what I'm thinking. We're going to try. We're going to try it. See, if not, I could go with a slip coupling on this end. We'll try. Oh, there's nothing wrong with that hanger. I might need a slip. I might need a slip coupling. Get it in there. The old Gundy. Give it the old Gundy, Mama. You'll go there. Alright, should be able to solder it up now. You guys see? I don't know if you can see or not. Trying my best here. Not easy being cheesy, man. She's not easy being cheesy, Mo. Alright, we're gonna see if we can solder it up. What do you think? I think so. I think I can do it. I think I can. I think I can. Just like the train would say. I think I can. I think I can. Mama. That's right. Shit, man. Shit, man. Yeah, she's a licker. She's a licker. She's a licker. Yeah, it's a patch. The old patch and match. You know, let it cool and wipe it off, and we'll give it the old fill treatment. See what happens with it. I think it's going to be okay. Now, on something like that, I don't want to touch it until it cools off because, you know, it could crack the joint. I'm not too worried it's up in the ceiling here, so we'll fill it and we'll see if it drips. If it drips like this here, it's not a problem, you know. That was definitely the nail was what did it. Will nailed it. He nailed it. I don't know how many more is like that, but not my problem. He nailed it, Mama. He nailed it. I'll put this bleeder cap on there and should be fine. We'll give it the old fill treatment and see if it leaks. If it don't leak, we'll give it the old purge job. Well, I got the hose going out here. I had to use 2 hoses. I did have to make that hole bigger for me to get up there. Alright, so I got those two open. I got the second floor here. I'll shut this off and I'll shut this one here off and purge it. Give it the old purge treatment. This one's already open. Turn it on. Once this is open, you can flick this. What it's going to do is it's going up through the supply, through the house, back the return, and out the hose. see any leaks. Oh, kind of a weird one. It's kind of a freak thing. You can see where the nail was hitting right there. I'm gonna probably circle it for him with magic marker, but that's where the nail was hitting right there. It wasn't the hanger, it was the nail. I'll leave this for him for his insurance company. Purge the first floor too. I don't know if that's first or second. Who knows? It's got two zones. It says second here, so I'm thinking it's second. I'm gonna have to call this guy, let him know what the deal was. Yeah. It was one of those things where, you know, you worked on the system and just moved the pipe a little bit, just enough to let loose there. I mean, you know, leaks way on the other side of this area here. I mean, it's nothing to do with me. Not my fault. Make sure you don't get to around 30, because she could blow, Mama. She could blow. Might have a kink in a line or something. Who the hell knows? But you want to make sure you don't go to 30, because it could blow the relief valve. Comes the air. Hear it? Could always regulate it a little bit as you need it here. You don't want to give it too much and blow the relief. I don't want to do that. I don't want to change this relief valve unless I have to. I don't want to. This little piece of shit, Superior. I mean, this thing's a little tiny thing. Might have PEX in the house, we don't know. Sometimes with PEX you can't give it the full gun to you, or it'll blow the relief. I'm kind of just jockeying it here. It should be pretty much bled. I didn't work on that zone, so. It should be good to go. We'll restore the zone valves and be ready to rock and roll. You gotta bypass the zone valves unless they're calling, because they're not going to engage and you won't be able to purge the air. So by bypassing them, you're opening them to purge the air. And then when the thermostat calls, this will open and fire the boiler. Alright, so should be ready to rock and roll. I'll just double check, make sure that she's not a leaker. Make sure she's not a leaker. Alright, that's it. That's good to go. Make sure I don't leave nothing else behind here or up in a insulation and stuff. This is a garage area, so he's good to go. You can see where the nail was coming down through before. I pushed it up, banged it up sideways to get it into the wood, out of the way. Okay, so I picked up all the mess. I just called the guy on the phone. I told him, you know, what the story was, and we're ready to go. He's gonna have to patch a ceiling and call the insurance company, I guess. It's an odd one.